Hi, welcome in. Happy Sunday to you. Although these readings are timeless, I always greet, I've noticed, based on whatever day and time it is. So, um, thank you for being here. My name is Cynthia. Welcome to my channel. If you've not been here before, thank you for visiting. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I just recently reached 300 subscribers, and I really want to thank you. It's been really exciting and fulfilling for me to do this channel, and it's a little bit of an odyssey. Like, if you're putting your creative work out there, it's like opens up your mind and your heart and your soul to like a new level of vulnerability that maybe you've not had before if you've never put your creative work out there like this. And so I've had to go through that whole journey of like, well, what's my ultimate goal? Is it just to exercise my creativity? Am I trying to go viral? Like, what, right? And so it's been a journey of like learning to let go of like what the outcome is and just focus on the present moment, which is how gratifying it is to do this and how much I'm loving it, and not focusing so much on, well, there's thousands of other readers on here and what makes you, that's all stuff I don't even necessarily want to be a part of doing this work. So and I also wanted to just celebrate two plants here today that I'm going to be making a essence from. It's going to be the first flower essence that I've made a blend from the beginning. It's going to be a blend of two flowers while I make the essence in the sun. If you've not made flower essences before, I use the flower. I don't do just an energetic transference like some people do. I know some herbalists don't like to cut down the flower anymore. They like to just infuse the essence next to the flower. I personally use the flower in making my essences, but you essentially let the sun transfer the flower essence into the water, and then you have a healing flower waters, right, for your healing. And these are two plants that grow. One is native and one is introduced, and in fact in Washington state is considered a noxious weed. So that would be this Queen Anne's lace that's right here, which is also known as wild carrot. This plant is the plant, basically, it's the basic plant that created all of our carrot varieties that we have now are stem from this plant. So this is an edible plant. You can eat the root, although you need to prepare it in a particular way. It goes bitter fairly quickly. So there's a whole way that you prepare these little carrot roots for consumption. And I've actually never done that. I've never made wild carrot to consume as a food. But you can do that, certainly. I'm planning to make an essence out of this because these flowers are known to help you integrate like whatever spiritual knowledge and spiritual insight and soul growth and evolution that you're working on, which happens through your crown and third eye, much of it. This Queen Anne's lace is a great flower for bridging that relationship between the spirit world and the earth. And part of the symbolism is that little dark purple flower in the very center of these that you'll find, which scientifically, I guess, is to attract pollinators, but can represent the third eye, that little purple flower right in the center of these. Those used to just fascinate me as a kid. And in fact, they've fascinated so many people that even Charles Darwin commented on what he thought the little purple flower was for, from an evolutionary standpoint. The other flower here is fireweed, and this is a plant that's native to the northern hemisphere of the planet, which I didn't know. I just learned that today. I knew it was native to North America, but I did not know that it was native to other parts of the northern hemisphere, like you're in Europe. So this is a sacred plant. It's very revered in this region. It's got a multitude of uses that I can't really get too deeply into, but it's a healer. It's a very profound healer, and it grows where there's been a lot of soil and land destruction and disturbance. It will be one of the first plants that comes in to help heal the soil in that space. You'll find it like where this fireweed was growing was in a fire pit that we have outside, that it's never grown there until recently, but it's been disturbed there as well. I pulled some rocks out of there last season, because there's a lot of rock on this land, and I pulled some rocks out to use them in a landscaping kind of area And this is where the fireweed grew, where those rocks were removed and where the fire pit was. So fireweed comes in and starts a healing process for the land. It's a really good plant medicine for trauma and shock, to help your body, again, take in experience like a shock or trauma and then integrate it and ground into your body, like retrieving your soul, essentially. And so to do these two essences, these two flowers together in one essence, I think is going to be a really powerful healer for people who are on that path, like a dark night of the soul or a traumatic event. These flowers too, which I think is so interesting, the flower blossoms of fireweed are used in the Yukon region for indigenous folks that reside in the Yukon territory up around in what's today known as Canada. They make a jelly out of these flowers, and I would love to do that and try things like that. I like to do things like honeys and jellies and cordials. I made a tincture from fireweed at one time, mainly for digestion, because it can be helpful for your digestive health and your kidneys and even lymphatic system and all that. And I don't have that tincture anymore. It's gone. It was several years ago. So this will be my first time making plant medicine with fireweed in a long time. And I've never made it with Queen Anne's lace. So I'm really looking forward to making this essence, this flower essence formula, and having it available for people that are interested. So just thanking these beautiful plants for being here. One of the things I love about learning herbalism is that when you start learning herbalism, it's like you develop a love for all plants, and including plants that, like where I live in the Pacific Northwest, there's a lot of purists that are really hate the invasives that have come in and harmed our forests. And I understand it, because invasives like English ivy and Himalayan blackberry can choke out a lot of really precious plants that are native to this region. But also, since getting trained as an herbalist, I've come to find how much I love those invasives. This is considered a noxious weed, but I love Queen Anne's lace, right? I'm going to use it as a plant medicine. And that's a wonderful way to turn a problem, like an invasive plant, into a medicine and harvest some of it out of the ground here, right? So it's nice once you start learning the medicinal and spiritual uses, you realize, like, wow, there's medicine all around me. I don't have to be so worried. The earth has me. The earth has my back, right? There's flower medicines and plant medicines all around. And if I just inform myself, I have access to this incredible pharmacy of healers. So thank you to fireweed and Queen Anne's lace. And now I'll go ahead and do just a general layout. And also, I also have this lemon balm and calendula that I picked that grows here. Normally you would drink that in a tea, but I decided to use it as a smudge to bring in joyful energy into the space, not just into my body, but into the space too. And I have a bundle of the lemon balm. Not a bundle, but well, yeah, I'll just call it a bundle. I don't know what other, a bouquet, a dried bouquet on my altar behind me that's out of the camera's shot, but nice to bring in this joyful energy, and we can use it at times like this that are so stressful. So let's just get into it. I don't have as much time. I was meant to do this reading on Friday or Saturday. I meant to do 2 readings yesterday and the day before, and I didn't end up doing either. So now I'm here doing one on a day that I work for my therapy practice, because I really wanted to get into this flower medicine especially, but also to do a layout. And before I get ready for my clients. So let's just see what wants to come out. What's a nice collective healing message for us today? Or else what's important to know so that you can make choices about how to move forward. What's going to be important for us to know in this collective? Another thing too is that fireweed makes a really delicious honey, and it grows in large patches, so it would be amazing to go somewhere and buy honey that is primarily from the fireweed plant. It's apparently really delicious. I'm trying to do this without covering him because I have to cover him typically because of this. I'm trying to do this without so he can just learn not to do this without having to be covered, but I'm skeptical. He seems to not be figuring it out today, so I might need to get up and do that. What's going to be important for us to know? What are some good messages to come out for this collective reading today? Gosh, the world on the split. That's very encouraging. A beautiful new era. Wow. Super interesting. This is really exciting. I've never had a start to a reading like this, and I love to see it. So we have the Nine of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles, all here in this foundational column. So major, major abundance coming to you. Major abundance through your work efforts and your grounded. You might have a really solid, healthy, grounded root chakra. You may have been consciously doing a lot to heal your roots so that you feel safe in the world. But even if not, you might be an earth sign, but you're in the money. You're in the money. You've got a lot of what it takes to get along. You've got your needs 100% met here, and then some. You've got the kind of wealth right now that you can afford to spread the wealth. And this doesn't have to be monetary. It can be fruit. It can be your garden harvest, right? It can be your land that you decide, I'm going to open up my land to let people stay on it and while they're traveling through. Or it could be anything, right? Like I wanted to help before I decided I'm moving. I wanted to start a small school here where I was teaching about plants and doing this kind of work for local people that were interested in doing workshops out here and everything. Now I'll be doing that somewhere else, but right, it could be anything like that. This is you. You're you're rocking it. You're in this Nine of Pentacles. You're like, I am killing it at life. I've got all my needs met. My creative work is yielding me all kinds of benefits and harvest of reward. My focus and my determination to do my work is bringing me all kinds of wealth, joy, security, and potentially either you're this King of Pentacles or it's attracting a King of Pentacles. So let's see. Let's keep going here. This is super beautiful. You are in a situation of not understanding this yet, possibly. You may not realize what you have right now. You may not realize that, or you may not realize that this is all about to unfold for you in this way that brings you all kinds of blissful delight and grounded sense of peace and safety and joy and harmony. You may not see that this is happening quite yet. Like you might have one foot in the new world and one foot in the old world. We had that world card at the bottom of the deck. So you might be kind of straddling two different realities right now, and you're in kind of a distressed mindset, thinking that you don't have this abundance and stability and feeling like you have to defend yourself and feeling worried about more bad news coming. This is where your mind is, and it's not a reflection of what your actual reality is. So that's very interesting. Your shadow side is like, we want stability. You have it here. This is what it's saying, is that it's coming for you. But you may feel that this is interesting because you are conscious of an opportunity here, which is wild because in the center of things, there's all this doubt and needing to defend yourself. You may be worried that somebody's going to take this opportunity from you. You're aware that it's an opportunity for you as well, but you're worried that somebody's going to come in and snatch it away, and you're feeling really strongly that you have to protect it in some way, whatever this opportunity is. You're being moved into a time of rest, which is maybe going to be a little bit challenging for you because you're worried that by resting, you're going to sleep on something. But what's saying here is no. This is very interesting. What a super interesting start to this reading. What is, what has got you worried? Why is there worry at the center of this reading? Because what's showing is there's nothing to worry about. Although maybe you're worried because you know that other people see this kind of abundance and covet it. And so that might be where you're starting to feel like you need to protect that. And it's got you worried and a little stressed out, which you want to be careful for, because that can kind of hurt this level of abundance if you're becoming obsessed with hanging on to it. It's almost like that kind of lack mentality can then cause a downfall in a way. So let's just see. What's this worry about? Like, what situation or what's going on? What's going on, Spirit? Because clearly there's really exciting and positive things happening for you, but you don't see it. You're very worried, or else you're aware of all this abundance coming to you, and your response is to be fearful for some reason. What's happening? What's going on? Yeah, you have felt bamboozled by someone, and there might be some kind of a legal process happening that made you feel like you've got to stand your ground. So maybe it wasn't an illusion here. Maybe, okay, I see what's going on. So there's competition for this abundance. Somebody wants this abundance and someone's trying to take it from you. And it's a rich person in reverse, like it's a false person in feminine energy. They may have initiated some kind of legal proceeding to take this abundance. That's what's going on. So that could be like a divorce. I don't know why you're feeling like you have to defend an opportunity here. What's the opportunity? What's the Ace of Wands? What's the Ace of Wands here that you're aware of? It's something really passionate, and that you're, I mean, often you'll hear readers say about the Ace of Wands that it's a passionate new beginning. It's a super important opportunity. It's a creative opportunity. It can also represent literally like a masculine penis, right? It's very masculine. What is the opportunity here? It's money of some type and a new beginning. Who's this good gentleman? Who's the good gentleman here? Is he somebody that you're worried about, or is it you? Because we've got the good gentleman representing this King of Pentacles. So I'm curious if that's someone that you're feeling that you need to defend against, or if that's you. Who's the King of Pentacles? Is it someone that wants this opportunity? Yeah, there's like two masculines competing here for something. There's a dark masculine present who's like a power player in reverse, and he's like a boss. He has power in this equation, like a corrupt official or a powerful wealthy man that has a lot of money, versus this other masculine that maybe feels vulnerable because of that. But this, whatever was going on, there's the attempt to steal this has been carried out by creating a false narrative, like lying in court, basically, like lying about you, lying about this opportunity, lying about something. And it's a not a healthy energy. It's like a toxic masculine energy who's like got an unhealthy sacral chakra, like he's in lustful energy. And in fact, there might be two, like a negative couple here, which keeps coming through, and I was really resenting that. I don't, but it's here, so. So what's going to happen? What's happening to this in this legal situation? Because it's headed towards a point of rest and recovery. There was some kind of a lie created that's causing you legal trouble. And it has to do with wealth and money. And there's literally no cups cards here. So there's like no heart being shown in this conflict as well, which is interesting. And a lot of worry, a lot of thoughts, grief and adversity, his thoughts, her thoughts. Like there's a lot of people in their head about this situation. It's like it's feeling like that law enforcement term, like this is an active situation, right? Like something is really active about this right now. Law enforcement might be involved in some way because we have the legal system here and a bunch of lies, like a scandalous kind of lie that you're having to defend yourself about. Maybe you're being falsely accused of something, and these people are in cahoots against you. What happened? What is the lie, or what is going to happen? Maybe let's just see. They're trying to stop you from achieving this level of success. It's right here. They're trying to trap or even use your heart energy and your access to your knowledge. It's like someone may be trying to steal your creative work or entrap you in some ways so that you can't continue to succeed in what you're doing. Yeah, it's this toxic feminine here, and there's a toxic masculine. It's a toxic couple. I don't know why, if they're a romantic couple or if they're just teamed up against you for some reason because they don't like you. They might want the position that you're obtaining. It's here, like, with this Jezebel and lust and Ace of Wands energy, it's like a creative theft. It's a creative theft of some type, because that's the heart of, or the seat of our creativity is the sacral chakra. Yeah, they're really working against you. That's why you feel like you've had to stand your ground. That's why that Nine of Swords in the center of things, because you're tired of having to defend yourself against this, whatever it is. They've been hitting you from all sides, accusing you of false things, trying to steal your creative. Like they might be trying to carry out like a copyright or creative infringement type case against you when really they're stealing your work. Like that's what this is, right? It could be something like that. Like, let's use this channel as an example. Like I could find out that someone's taking all of my readings and just the audio and then creating their own thumbnail and basically stealing my work. That happens on YouTube. And then you're in a position of having to notify all of your subscribers. There's somebody out there with a fake account. Please go and report it, right? And this is the kind of thing that may be happening over and over to you, because these are not fuck all, like, I'm starting to get pissed on your behalf, right? So these fuckers are like trying to steal your work, trying to make you look like you don't know what you're doing, and then take your position that you're earning because you are doing it from an ethical place. They don't want this. They don't want you to be in this single and abundant energy. And in fact, Twin Flame came out here in the reverse. So this might also have something to do with you and your counterpart. and people interfering with you finding your counterpart. Okay, so that could also be in play. Where's this heading? What can you anticipate? Because you're being invited where your energy is headed to just rest. Your work might be done in this situation. It might be now up to like a jury, or up to the judge, or up to the community. They may have all the information they need now to decide whether these people are in the right or not. But where's this heading? What can you expect now? Well, their faith in doing this to mess up your future is going to be quite shaken, because here you are getting the commitment that you maybe were hoping for with your counterpart. Okay, I don't know, there's something really, but that's what it was saying about this Four of Wands, about all this abundance. That's why it was saying you're really worried and feeling like you have to defend it, but it's saying it's all here for you. And it is. It's all here for you. You're tired and you've been losing faith and feeling like this is going to be going, okay, I see what's going on. You're like, this is never going to end. These people are just going to keep attacking me into the future. I'm losing faith that I'm going to even have this positive, abundant future, because all I'm doing is defending it all the time, right? Like, I don't want to keep being in that energy. And it's saying, well, don't lose faith, because your commitment's about to be here with your counterpart, and this abundance is going to be yours, not these people who are trying to steal from it, because you're a sweetheart and a rising star. They were not able to successfully trap you. Yeah, this was a false community around you. This might have been like a work setting or a community of people around you that you thought maybe you were going to vibe with. No, wrong. They've been working against you and against this commitment. Yeah, you're going to have the relationship though, and the abundance. They haven't, anything they've been doing to attack you with these false narratives, legal cases or whatever, trying to take your money, all of the things that they've been doing that make you feel constantly on the defense, none of it worked, because here comes your relationship commitment. It's just here. And a time of rest and relaxation. You don't have anything, the battle's over, basically, is what that's meaning. Yeah, and this successful, positive masculine energy is here, whether that's you or a masculine coming into your life. I don't know if this is you or not. I haven't really gotten a sense of whether you're a masculine or feminine here. It doesn't really matter. It just matters if it's resonating. But I think this is you, whether you're masculine or feminine, because it's all this abundance here for you. And look at him. He's like, check it out. Look at my stack of coin right here. He's set. Yeah, and the end of confusion. This worry and doubt and confusion and defending yourself is over. This is what you have to look forward to. Yeah, the end of the jealousy and envy here. It's just they didn't succeed. What else do you need to know? This is good information for you. This is really good news. Because it's not just this, their attacks are going to be over. It's like, yeah, their attacks are going to be over. You're going to be rolling in cash. You're going to even be having your relationship dreams with this Ten of Pentacles, right? It's like all coming together for you. And these people are going to be crying in their tea, because all of their effort to tear this up and take what's yours and get your money and get your life path or steal your destiny or whatever it is, they just utterly failed. And they really put a lot of effort into this, so it's too bad. Too bad. So sad. Accept, embrace, and love your heartbreak. Love your pain. So just process what you've been through. Go ahead and rest. You don't have to defend yourself anymore. Just go ahead and rest and feel what you need to feel about it. This is sad. You didn't deserve to be attacked like this. So it's important. That's part of that Four of Swords, is to just go ahead and rest and know this was fucked up. It's fucked up that there's people like this in the world, and it's okay to feel a way about that, right? Got to feel it to heal it. You hold the power in the situation. Don't forget to wield your power with ethics and from your heart. So make sure you're not letting these people turn you into versions of them, because this has been so fucked up. You want to maintain your own heart and center, right? This involves an ancestral pattern. Look to your lineage or bloodline. So this might have been something that was a destined path for you that has the support of your ancestors, right? And if you look in your lineage, maybe you'll see like, oh, I can see this pattern going back generations or something. Yeah. From the chaos of all these attacks and lies and, attacks on your money, bringing you into court, smearing your reputation, creating a bunch of confusion around you, trying to trap you from moving forward with your own work and your own life. This is all now coming into order, where you get the prize, you get the relationship, you get the enjoyment, you get the rest, you get all of that. And who knows what these people get? They get a sad ending. Yeah. What universal story or myth is manifest here? I'll tell you what it is. It's your happily ever after. That's the universal story. You are going on to live happily ever after, and these people are going to have to face whatever their karma is or their bad juju over what they've tried to do here. Because if you operate like that in the world, you better be ready to receive it all back. They fucked with the wrong person. They fucked around and found out you may not even realize that though. And this what this is saying is like, don't you worry. They have not succeeded in creating these kinds of problems for you. Thank God, right? They were succeeding for a while because it was creating all kinds of stress for you. This essence is the kind of thing that can really help you rebound from something like this. You could take an essence like this or some other kind of healing flower essence that's about grieving and grief support and trauma or whatever, and take the flower essence for the next couple months while you move into this new reality. And that would be a wonderful way to support your body through it. Recovery from this kind of attack, right? What else do you need to know? What else do you need to know? Not for you. Well, hell yeah, we know that. These people were not for you. This is not your community. This is a fucking group of vipers, a bunch of liars. It might come with some sorrow, though. Maybe you really liked these folks in the beginning. I don't know. I'm kind of picking that up, that you might have really misjudged this, it's been a very painful lesson for you to realize these people were actually betraying me and I really liked them. There are times when it appears that no matter how deeply you desire something, no matter how hard you work at something, the result you seek always seems to elude you. Well, that's what you're tired, and you're like, how much longer am I going to have to keep defending myself? It's as if you don't really get to be in the game and you feel you're just watching from the sidelines. Well, I don't think that applies here. The appearance of this card indicates that you're not going to attain what you want right now, that indeed your dreams for this exact thing will not be fulfilled. This is a time to radically accept that not everything is available to you when you want it. Take heart, for there are benevolent forces who desire the best for you and have a much clearer idea of what is for your highest good. Rejection is God's protection. Something much better that will make you truly happy is on its way. Well, that's what's coming in terms of the relations. So this group, these coworkers or church members or whatever it was, this community is not for you. And it's been a pretty devastating realization. That I wasn't expecting to pull that card, actually, because things are headed in a positive direction, but there might be some need for you to just face what has happened and face how you feel up until this point about how you've been treated, and do some grieving and take a flower essence, right, that helps you integrate the lessons of the experience and supports your spirit while you grieve, right? So this whole situation is a painful chapter that's coming to an end, and you're going into a new world. That was the very first tarot card that came out on the split, was the World card, where involves something much better that says you can trust this. There's something much better on its way to you. What do you have to look forward to? What do you have to look forward to? Here and now on the split, and flexible in the reverse. This is what you have to look forward to. Card 32 in the upright, here and now. Everything happens in the now, in the present. Only this moment counts. You have what it takes to handle anything today if you let go of the need to look into the future or reflect on the past. And that's what was tripping you up, as you were thinking, fuck, this is never going to end. I'm just going to have to keep defending myself against these people. And I'm tired and I don't want to keep, you know, that's where you were just feeling trapped, right? And it's saying you're not. This is coming to an end. Be present and notice what is going on right now. This very moment has the potential for you to create miracles in your life. It's easy to yearn for a love affair or friendship you may not have right now. One that is more romantic, more fun, more reliable, more passionate. The good old days are gone and a new day has dawned. Let your heart trust that you have everything you need right now, whether you have the relationship you desire or not. Tomorrow is beyond your reach. Yesterday cannot return. The now is all that is available to you. Stay present and aware that in this moment, as you cherish and approve of your beautiful self, you are a magnet for love. Spirit is madly in love with you. Did you know that? Turn to Spirit to feel the joy of love in the here and now. So you need that spiritual support while you go through this rest period as this comes to a close. It's been traumatic. It's been very traumatic. This might be a perfect time to take a medicine like this blended flower essence. It's important to hear that. And then flexible in the reverse, card 19. So you get to look forward to a period of rest where you really do some self-soothing and healing. And you're going to see that you can rest, that you don't have to defend yourself. Like you might get news that these people lost their court case. And while you get a wave of relief, you also have to cry it out, because maybe these were people that you once loved, or that, like family even. This could be toxic community, toxic people that you once loved and have realized betrayed you. It could be family, truly. Be flexible in the reverse, card 19. Let's see what this card has to say for what you have to look forward to. When you or someone else becomes too rigid, you lose the access to growth and untapped potential and find yourself in an us versus them scenario. Loosen up, open your mind and heart, and see if a more flexible approach feels better. Rigidity will set you up for a fight where there are only losers and no winners. Could you find a way to bring about a result that is mutually beneficial? Meet in the middle. Spirit makes a great mediator. Very interesting. So there might be as this comes to a close, there might be, like, if there's a legal thing in play, there might be a negotiation that's taking place right now legally about how to finalize this ending of this situation. I'm going to pull a plant medicine since we're on the subject of plants. What's a good plant medicine that can help you through this situation? And this is where we'll end things, I think. I suppose I could also pull some tiles, maybe. Maybe I'll do that too. What's a good plant medicine that can help you in this situation? A highly traumatic and stressful situation is wrapping up. It was involving a couple and a community of people that you thought you could trust, and that it's been pretty devastating to learn that not only can you not trust them, but they've been trying to trap you in something, or steal your creative work, or ruin your future, right? Keep you separated from someone you loved. And this is saying, just let go of it all. Your work is done. This chapter is closing. Cry your tears that you need to, and rest, because you don't have to do anything else. Don't be too rigid. Bee balm is a plant that can help you right now. So let's learn about bee balm here. It looks so beautiful. It's card 51. Oh, that's how old I am. And it shows this figure surrounded by all this beautiful healing plant and color energy. Really, really amazing. I love to see it. I love to see it. Let's see what Bee Balm has to say. The patient messenger. Bee balm is a ray of sun that will burn through the clouds. Spicy, warming, citrusy. This plant is showy and bright and bold. In the occult community, there is a word called hex. This also exists in mainstream culture, but it is usually called a judgment. We often have relationships that can feel like they cut you down, make you small, manipulate, or drain you. These are forms of hexes that people place on one another, sometimes knowingly and sometimes unknowingly. Bee balm is an ally if you find yourself on either side of this coin. Our intentions and our feelings are always engaging with the world, whether we say them out loud or not. Words are small carriers of such energies. If you find yourself cutting others down in your mind, feeling petty, jealous, dark, or lacking in compassion, call on Bee balm. Let this plant ally burn through you, sparkling and warming and releasing. These thoughts do not serve you, and they most certainly are being felt and perceived, whether you want them to be or not. Decide to undo these dark knots and let them breathe. If you find yourself feeling heavy or charged, tense, anxious, it may be because you are feeling someone else's energy directed at you. Perhaps you know where this is coming from, and perhaps you don't, but you don't have to carry it. Invite Bee balm in and let them help release these thoughts and feelings that do not belong to you. Let them light a fire in your heart that burns so much more brightly than the braided ropes of misery that seek to hold you. This plant has big flower medicine. Let it bloom big in you. Oh my God, I have goosebumps, truly. That is so what's needed here, and it's the perfect answer to this stressful situation. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to pull tiles. But I'll try to come back and do a reading tomorrow. And again, I just want to thank you for being here. And if you like my work, please consider subscribing to my channel. Oop, and I didn't burn any of this. Let me burn some yummy copal and, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to put a couple of these things on here and we're going to do some tiles. I know I was just trying to end, but let's do that. Oh my God. Ugh. I'm telling you what, they don't, I know it might seem like I've been obsessing on this, but they are not joking when they say that losing weight when you get older is harder. It is so, I put on these extra, probably like, I don't have a scale, so I'm not exactly sure, but it's probably been like about 20 pounds since starting menopause. And it's so fucking hard to take the 20 pounds off that I don't want. And I might just have to learn to live with it. I'm not there yet, though. I'm still trying to take those pounds off, but fucking A, if it's not taking all kinds of exercise. I didn't used to even have to work, you know, and that's okay. Like, I'm allowed, my body's allowed to change, but it's been really wild, wild experience. Let's see, any names or words that can help you know if this is your reading or not. Let's see what comes out. Mental. So this has been a very mentally challenging process to go through for you. That's the first word that I've seen out of this. Yeah, it's been mental knots. We have a mental knot. This has been, and that might have been part of the toxic energy being sent to you, is keeping you in mental knots. Bear, the animal, might have meaning to you. Gnats often represent that kind of energy that's like hovering around and trying to interfere with your well-being. Boat. Someone might be into boats. Got Ron. Ronald is here. Float. Boats and water are definitely involved. We've got some water. Bat. B-A-T. Bats might have meaning for someone. Flop. Bees. We had bees come through with bee balm, right? And in fact, bee balm is here again. Bee balm in duplicate, so you're really being encouraged to take bee balm medicine, and it's going to really help alleviate this toxic energy that's been around you and usher you into this period of rest. Malta, the island of Malta, might have meaning to someone. Mentor. Mentor is here. Pen. Someone might be a writer. For some reason, Ben. Here's a name finally. Ron, Ben, Matt. Peg, P-E-G. Anna. Alan, Alana. Nolan. Tremaine. I don't hear that name very often. Tremaine. Anton. Lots of masculine names here. Lamp. And for some reason I'm hearing lamp black. Someone might be an artist here, and we were talking about creative theft, and lamp black is a black pigment made out of the black charring that happens on lamps when you burn candles and oil in them and you get that black char. You can scrape that off. That has meaning for someone here. Totem. Someone in this community might be First Nations. Tray. I mean, that could be short for Tremaine. Okay, gonna go ahead and close that out. I think that'll do it for this reading. And like I said, please like and subscribe and comment if you see fit. Think about coming back for future readings with me, and I'll speak to you soon. Have a good one. Ooh.